Hello everyone, welcome to this video. I don't know why I talk like that, but for real, welcome. This is my first kind of long form style video I'm sharing from any platform, but I'll mostly be focused on just posting it here on YouTube. Um, and what am I posting about? What do I want to talk about? Um, a lot, uh, a lot of things. So I can't leave you just saying that. But when I say a lot, like I feel just getting a bit serious. But really, this is a big leap for me. A lot of people that know me probably um, won't see me like kind of doing this, and it's kind of probably something I will expand on and dive on, and a lot of future videos, God willing, I'll be making, and the biggest thing is such a relief that I'm actually doing this on New Year's Eve today, sitting at families. I shouldn't maybe share that, but like I'm just I'm just in a small gym, um, and I had this really like deep like pull to just start doing this, and I always kind of um, thought about like making like videos that that could help me, like for sure will help me, I know, by just you know putting my thoughts out there and like potentially creating conversations that can kind of help me grow, and also like ultimately um, really like this shows how um, like how like platforms like YouTube can be used for good, and I'm not saying everything I'm gonna say and talk about is good or will help everyone or anything like that, but it will definitely help me. I can assure you that, assure you of that. But um, um, I really want to say thank you to a lot of creators out there that always are encouraging people to just take that leap, and that has always been in the back of like kind of my mind to just start creating and start talking about things I do, because I know like I, I've learned so much in my life, like everyone, but like ultimately like yeah, I have to make that choice to uh, do and create the life that I want to create, and that takes you know I know that takes a lot of courage, excuse me. um, and I'm saying that too because like in my personal life I have created like and built businesses that have uh, been um, successful and also failures and in a way that um, we can look at, but that doesn't like define who I am. Those are some of the biggest and most valuable things I've done is choosing to create, you know, choosing to um, choosing to do things, choosing to do things that's never done before, or like choosing to um, listen to my inner voice and choosing to go sometimes against like the flow of the river, and that has brought me here, and that has also brought me or like led me to businesses I'm working on that are I know will be successful because they're real and they're backed with experiences that um, I've built over the past 8 or 9 years. I'm 33 years old, based in the United States, um, um, and I have a lot of um, just like experiences that 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 I think are like super interesting. Culturally, I've lived about uh, wow, almost third, but like about half my life in Ethiopia, and moved to the U.S. When I was around 14 years old, um, and that even cultural like experience and like how the two kind of understanding of like how life is there and here, like a lot of immigrants can kind of resonate with this, but kind of builds this um, uh, lens. You can kind of look at life from those two different perspectives in a way, because actually, like, this is a quick side note. If you can travel, traveling will never hurt you. I hope you can, get to. I hope we all have like the privilege to actually like travel and see the world, and kind of like have that um, um, that kind of perspective to kind of see what the world is like really about. And here in US, I believe that we're very like on the go, and of course build some of the greatest human creations in the world, and powerhouse in the world, but that's not what life is really about. I think the greatest creation is already created, and that is you. Every single human being cannot be replicated, and every single human being is so unique, like insanely unique, and how we operate shouldn't be governed by us. Like I'm not like anti-government or anti-law, anti anything, but anti anything. When I say anything, it's like establishment, but um, the, the human as a whole should 100% be governed by God. And I mean, that's, for most seems like a hot take, but like almost is like logical. If you are created, you should be governed by God. And fortunately for us, we have a God that loves us, cares for us, and has set super, super clear laws and principles that allow us to live peaceful, wealthy, you know, whole life. When I say whole, uh, bad things happening, uh, evil things happening. It's just part of life, but um, that's not to say that is what it is. Like uh, meaning that's not what life is. Life is not to suffer. Life is not to. Wow, that felt so good to say. Life is not to suffer. Life is to like live, and to live there's just a balance. It's a play of good or bad, and that kind of like is a lot of the things I'll be talking about is like that to begin with. Is like how do we navigate this world, and like truly, like I want to learn as I talk and engage in this platform even further, but ultimately, ultimately, like a lot of the points that I'll bring up have genuinely and truly helped me and have profound like impact in my life. Um, so um, so I feel um, I feel like I resonate with with the uh, younger version of me at any age, but like specifically speaking, maybe past like 3 years, um, how I was able to consume a lot of content that are very, very like educational and and thought provoking and really challenging. There's like times where I don't want to hear someone talk about that because I know I have to like dig deep and deep and deep, um, to to uh, to um, uh, like heal or like grow, but I avoided because I wasn't ready, and that comes with patience, understanding, and also just style. Like they're just genuinely like they're just certain people. I just when they talk, I can't even hear them talking. Um, it doesn't it's good or bad or whatever, but it's like two people could be talking about the same thing, but um, be the message I get out of it could be completely different. I think energy matters, intent matters, and I'm creating this, so if I touch someone or like really um, allow them to like see things in like from a different perspective, my job here is done. And again, like I said earlier, like this is like for me more than uh, it is for you in a way. That's how I genuinely feel because it's out there, and hopefully it brings some sort of value to whoever is watching. And if it's not like your vibe, it's all good, it's all good. And I hope you find what you like in this infinite, like, it seems, platforms as a whole. But what am I gonna talk about? Mainly, like, um, I have a pretty solid fitness and training regiments that like are so simple, and like my philosophy in training and like specifically talking like running and cycling and just some like you know just elements that kind of help the two sports, but like mainly like running is where I'm naturally like I just understand it, and I think I can offer some pretty good value in that, fitness wise. Another is just self like just like self just development and growth wise. I think I have a lot of like fresh like processes that had like really or like beliefs that like really have like helped me um, like understand my world a little bit better, and have helped me like make pretty like profound like changes in my life that are making like like very positive changes in my life, and like making this video, for example, is one of those like moves, and I'm very grateful for that. Aside from that, like um, I think that how we challenge like um, our realities, our like world, um, has always been like um, a topic that I always discussed as long as I can remember. Um, I'm not like I'm not here to like teach or anything like that, but it's like I have takes that are helpful and like can potentially, you know, like kind of help reframe certain things, and also kind of engage in conversations that that you know, that could be helpful. But ultimately, as you can see, I'm a terrible public speaker. Is this even public speaking? But I'm not terrible. I'm talking about things. That's it, and you're listening, and that's all that matters. But really, like, I think our world is a very difficult place to navigate, but at the same time, our world is like right here and right here. Yeah, right here. Uh, but it's I've seen enough of my life where I feel excited to just talk about, you know, ways that you know, I've been able to navigate, and obviously still navigating and learning and growing, and try to like make sense of like things that uh, don't make sense, that things that you can't turn to someone to kind of like discuss. And because like all of this reality is like just our own, you know, path and our own world. And for me, like I have like a very strong realization that like, oh, it's all in my head. um, and whatever is going on inside my head is what is being like created or not being created, you know. So like for example, I would like completely get lost into a concept or anything, creating, building anything, if I like fully have like visualized, created it and felt it and everything, and I kind of sometimes don't have like the drive to like bring it to bring it to like realization. It's also kind of a side note is I am like an entrepreneur. I've built a few businesses in the past. I still have some businesses that I'm working on and developing, and that's just like my you know my path in life. But and with that, it comes with a lot of I mean, we all, you know, if you have a job, like there's a lot of stress and everything. But I think when you choose to create, or like if you're a creator, I see how you have to like kind of weigh a lot of things differently, you know. So say that that's 20, it's been 18 minutes already. That's ridiculous. But either way, there's a lot of cool things that I have in the store to talk about, and I will just see, you know, how it goes, and I really look forward to just creating as much as I can, and you know, seeing ways that I can add value to everyone around. And genuinely, I'm so excited for this upcoming year. I know it's a big one. I feel like, and you can see in a world that a lot is going on, and 2026 just has that energy, and maybe it's just what I'm feeling. But ultimately, I wish you all a happy new year. I really do hope this video also makes it. But thank you for just hearing me rant for 20 minutes. I will try to be as clear as possible, as short as I can, and mainly focus on, um, you know, some of these topics that like I've mentioned and more, because life is grand. Happy New Year.